This was a fantastic course. I've learned a lot. Ed is super friendly, super knowledgeable. He's got a lot of experience and is a very effective teacher passing this information on to his students.
I was extremely impressed with the whole class from the first day I walked in to the end. I've learned stuff that I thought I knew about coffee. He taught me a whole bunch of new stuff.
The information that Ed provided was absolutely the most valuable information that I could have gotten.
The overall impression here is that it's done very professionally. The presentation or the school starts out with a nice overview of what the coffee business is, and then very quickly gets into the business and economics of it, which I think most people, at least I was naive, coming into this. So I really appreciated the grounding in the business fundamentals before we actually got to how to prepare the drinks and the different recipes and actually using the espresso machine.
Invaluable.
Yeah.
Absolutely invaluable, from the making the coffee to the business end.
And what was wonderful, the coffee experience and learning all that, which of course is paramount. The real important aspect, the business side, is absolutely wonderful because it's really about business, and it could pertain to everything from coffee to NASA. So yeah, it was.
Feel way more prepared to go on with remodeling our building and getting open now.
Absolutely.
I found Ed to be a wealth of knowledge. Particularly enjoyed the first 2 days, which is more business orientated for the course. I know there's a bunch of other courses out there that are, do a lot more sort of drink making. For me, it's about the business side of it. I think the drink making you can pick up with the staff that you employ. I'd have to say overall my impression was it's a really great course.
My overall impressions of the Los Angeles Coffee School is that it's a wonderful 4-day experience to learn a lot about the coffee trade, business secrets, how to succeed, and hands-on techniques on making drinks and beverages so that you can have a successful coffee operation.
Well, the course was really great. I think that it worth it everything. We've learned a lot of things about not only about the coffee industry, but about how to have a successful business, and that's why we're here. Plus, we have a lot of people from different countries that we are all learning together. I think it was really great.
Very impressed. Indeed, it was a very educational, enjoying, and invaluable experience.
My impressions are very positive, which is I've been in the restaurant business since 1966, and normally I look at restaurant consultants with a little bit of hesitation because I've met so many in the past that have been basically inadequate, to say the least. And this class with Ed really changed my mind on some of the people. I've learned so much, and I've been in the coffee business and for several years, and I learned a lot.
I think this course is excellent, and you can learn a lot, not only business, also make some basic drinks. I think it's practical.
It was, quite frankly, superb. I have enjoyed anywhere from learning the basics to the very elementary steps of how to set up the business. My overall impression has been great. I spoke with a few schools, North Carolina, I actually went as far as Oregon, and I was recommended to Ed for his professionalism and because he basically is a coffee icon. So it was definitely a great experience.
Do it. Find the money somewhere, borrow it.
Absolutely, because there's too many pitfalls. You don't want to go in unprepared. And of course, there's always more, but this is an incredible foundation.
Well, and Ed makes himself available to you after the class too, and before the class for us. We talked to him sometime on the phone prior to coming to class, answering questions before we got here. So he's very available even after the class.
Right.
The expense is small considering the initial outlay. if you're investing your life savings in something you're doing or you're borrowing the money for it, you know, really the course cost is it's nothing compared to what you're spending on your business. So to me, it's a no-brainer. You know, you should really come in and spend the time getting the knowledge before you do it. If you can do this in the early days, it makes a lot more sense too.
What words of advice would you give to someone who's planning to open a coffee business and they are trying to justify the investment of attending our school?
That's a silly question. There's no doubt you need this class. It's just, I would do this class again if I had to.
Do not hesitate. The take-home value of this course is incredible. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it a 9 just because I don't give anything a 10, but it's fantastic. Don't hesitate. Money worth investing.
I would say that the investment is definitely worth it. And to go back to the business side of it, I think a lot of people have dreams and they think it's going to be very easy just to go in there and open up a shop and make your first drink and there you go. But there's a lot of training, there's a lot of preparation from the business side of it that you really need to understand. You may make the best drinks in the world, but you may be a disaster from a financial point of view, and that's the biggest thing I'll take away from it is how to manage your operation from a business perspective.
I think the expense of the LA Coffee Business School far exceeds expectations as far as your bottom line. You could easily lose your life savings, a home, your investments, which are much more than the cost of attending the school. So when you look at it in that perspective, it's well worth the effort, the time, and the finances that put you through the school. For the information you will retain and be able to apply it in your own business really puts you years and years ahead of the learning curve. So if someone's looking at it from a cost and expense, return on investment, it'd just be silly not to educate yourself and learn and grow in an industry that you're trying to make your mark.
Well, I'm from Venezuela, and believe me, it's not expensive at all. I think that is every dollar worth it. So come and learn and be prepared to have a successful business.
I come all the way from Orlando, Miami, Florida. It is definitely, as I mentioned before, I look for places close to home, looking for the expertise of how to open my coffee shop to the moment that I have to close it every day. For me, the opportunity cost was completely justificable, and I learned plus more, and the investment rather than an expense, I look at it as an investment to the future of the coffee industry for me.
I think this course is very helpful and valuable, and it helps you to know how to start. And I think it's a very good course for anyone who wants to start a coffee business.
Investment often in coffee business can be expensive, there's no doubt about it. Before you spend your first penny, invest in education. Take Ed's course.